Welcome to the MainSplaining channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Well, no. Welcome to the MainSplaining channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. I can't teach you the same thing every episode. Seriously, it does not make sense.
I think on the last one, you never said anything.
I did not. I was hungry.
So where did that come from?
I was very hungry then. I was like, hunger was killing me.
Is that right?
I don't think you know anything about hunger.
Man, let me tell you something. If there's anyone who knows hunger,
it's like African Americans.
Yeah.
You know, they like to brag about struggle as though it's the thing. I grew up with one mother. We lived in a one room or whatever, one bedroom flat. It's like, but you lived in a flat. Out here we live in shacks.
I was so poor. I slept in my car. Like, you had a car.
My G.
Man, you had a car.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah. Levels.
The struggles are not the same, bro.
They are not the same.
Struggles are definitely not the same.
So the people who are so rich, it doesn't make sense. And then on top of that, there are people who are so poor, it also doesn't make any sense. Like, how can a person be this poor? Yeah.
Man, but I don't know.
It's
like they remind me of what's this? I'm not say it right, man. But people from the Kasi.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think just they're for the most part delusional.
Yeah.
I think for the most part they're delusional. Like, I don't know, man. They brag about crime. It's like, what's so interesting about crime? It deprives you from having,
Yeah.
Most of it is a facade, And people actually die,
When I see them, I'll be honest, like, and then I look at the music industry.
Yeah.
I mean, in America, that rap,
Yeah.
Like, they just think the same, yeah.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
Anything that's dysfunctional, they just brag about it.
Yeah.
They just don't care. Yeah. Especially here, we went to the school. Like when I think about it, the school I went to, where I saw, I think almost every world. I was like,
you actually got to, your perspective was broad. You had a broad perspective of how people on the left were living to how people on the right were living.
Yeah.
To how people at the top were living and how people at the bottom were living.
Interesting thing that I picked up and I learned was, especially the Kasi people like to take people, black people that stay in town as snobs. That's what they call them, in fact.
Yeah.
Snobs. Like, they have that belief, like, snob, like a snob. They're like, snob. So even where I was working previously, where I worked previously,
when are you going to talk about that?
We'll talk. So
not today.
Maybe today, you never know. Anyway, so when I was there,
or maybe give it its own episode. Can we just give it its own episode? I just want to really dive down deep into that one. But continue. My bad.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't normally speak like this at work. Spitori one way. Spitori. So there's also this group. Yeah. So we mix. So I speak like this from time to time with them. English. So I'm looking at people are like, some of them are shocked. How? When I got snoponyana ke ubona. I'm like, why? Like, I want that's kwanyana sesa house.
Yeah.
O got snoponyana ke ubona. Like, like that. So I'm like, so it reminded me. I didn't say it. I was like, so I forgot that I also work with Kasi people here. They just, man. It was just interesting. But that's how, like, when I look at Kasi people, you know, they, amongst other negative things, like, that's how they perceive, like, you know, black guys from town.
Yeah.
Or the city. Hey.
I'll be that damn. I don't know, man. Just going to school with those people, like, you appreciate it after. It's like, man, you know, that was actually a good learning experience.
And they always have this thing where they, as you said, they just love something negative. But with that negative, it's as though they want to embody it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if there's a bad guy there, there can just be one bad guy. Maybe it's no longer even there in most cases, but they still want to live up to it. You know, hey, it's a dangerous place, man. I'm telling you. But we know township, most of the part have changed. They're safe. If anyway, they were ever that dangerous. But there are safe places. Yeah, you can. Yeah, there's certain areas that... I doubt
they were that dangerous.
That's what I'm saying. If
the crime then was less.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was just exaggerated. I really think, you know, they were always good at exaggerating things. You know?
I think some of them, they can be good storytellers.
Yeah.
The way they exaggerate things, you know, they can really take you to that place where you think... Because when I first started, I really thought like it was dangerous there. Just to find out. The weird thing is, we thought it was dangerous, but then sometimes we still went to those places. That's how they got us to think that it was dangerous. Remember when our uncle stayed at some point in Fishville?
Yeah.
We went there, but still, somehow we still kind of had that belief that, hey, maybe it is dangerous, you know. Like, you know, they spoke like, you know, man, as soon as you step out the gate, it's a wrap.
You're in for it.
It's a wrap.
And it's like, but how are you living there?
Yeah, how are you living?
You know?
So everyone takes from that one bad guy, and, you know, as though they're trying to make that guy, basically that guy is reliving in them.
Yeah.
So to speak. They're not that they're gonna start stabbing, but they expect you to fear them as much as they fear that guy. Yeah. So they bring it
because you know, what's this? Is it city boys? City boys are not dangerous, you know.
Yeah, city boys. Yeah.
They are harmless in a sense, if we can put it that way. But yeah, man, even and then you attend with what's this? You go to school with white people, you know, and then even they are segregated. There's white people, there was white English people.
Yeah.
And then there's white Bura. Right. And then there's white Bura that wanna be black, and then there are Bura that are just Bura.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice. It's nice to
it was insane, to see that. I was like, it's
crazy.
That's why my perspective, like whenever I hear, especially people talk about racism and all that, and man, I'm like, guys, most of the part, these guys, like, they only had one or two experience, and within that experience, they obviously wanted to see what they wanted to see.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? They wanted to see that. But for someone like me, you're like, man, I really went for years. Like, I know that it doesn't affect us the same. Like, if you notice, take anyone who's worked specifically or being around white people and black people, not just white people, the mix.
But both. In fact, even Indians.
Yeah, Indians. You have a totally different perspective from how these other people take it.
Yeah, or perceive it. But yeah, you know.
Even the township guys, you remember? They were the only ones, man, they loved to call them racist. Like, you knew it was them that kept on pushing it. Like, they wanted that. Yeah, they wanted that. And then for us, it was totally different. Yeah, it was just totally different. And not that we're saying they wasn't. And that's the thing they always miss. It's like they want you to react the same way they do.
And they want you to have that hatred.
But it's like, man, you guys, can't you see you are the same? Like, can't you see you guys are, like, you're the same?
Like, I personally don't have, like, you know, or hold the same animosity against white people that you do. You know, it's like, I don't hold no grudges, you know. I understand that they are racists, you know, but I see it as hate. For me, it's all hate, you know.
Doesn't matter in what form.
It just comes in different form, you know. For example, there are people who've hated me because I'm Xhosa. Right? White people hate me because I'm black, you know. And someone hates me because I'm dating a particular person. You understand? And now we are going to say, you know, this type of hate is worse than this type of hate. You know? It's like, no, it doesn't work that way. Like hate is hate, like you know, because eventually it all produces the same thing.
Like I have this CV that I need to submit, so I go and I submit it.
Yeah.
Like, will it make me feel better if a black guy takes it and be like, since you're closer, you won't get the job? Or if a white guy takes it and be like, you know, since you're black, I'm not gonna hire you. Or a woman takes it and be like, you know,
since
you're a man.
Which is gonna feel better?
Which one is gonna feel better? Which one? Because clearly I didn't get that job.
The thing is, you wanted the job.
And because of their hatred, it doesn't matter in what form, affected
you.
It's affecting my life now.
Yeah.
Because I can't get a job at that particular company.
Yeah.
And that's what they are missing. No, this one is worse. Because that's what's happening right now in South Africa. Tribalism, like.
And it's rampant.
Yeah, like it's so bad, né? But the problem is, especially media kind of downplays it. You understand? Because they want to make it black-white. But we also have this serious thing that's happening now where, okay. Because think about it. With within the political landscape.
Yeah.
It's there. You understand?
Yeah.
It's there.
I mean, in Pretoria, and I've said this before, but in Pretoria, you know, it's just filled with, or not filled, but the majority of people who are in politics are petty.
Yeah, in Pretoria.
And they won't let anyone in. If you're not petty, you're not gonna be a part of them. You know, there are instances where councillors have said, you know, if you're not petty, just forget. Just forget about getting a job. Forget about me helping you or in any way, shape, or form.
And for me, they've proven that.
Yeah.
They've proven that. You can see it happen. Like, oh, it's like that. They pay you no mind.
No,
they
at
pay you
all.
No mind.
None at all. None at all.
Because when you're not petty, they'll just throw in a bit of, you know, can be just one closer.
Yeah.
A miracle. There you go.
Yeah.
So, Zulu, just one. Man, I've heard, I think, who was this actor? I don't remember, but he also said it, like, even in television.
Yeah.
He said, it's like, there was that thing where, you know what, if you're not Zulu,
you aren't getting a part.
Yeah, you aren't getting. I mean, think about how far it's come. Remember, Zulu was just, if you think about it, I believe it was everywhere. Now that I think about it, yeah, you had a few there and there, but otherwise it was just, Zulu one way. It was just Zulu. And then, it's changing a bit, but still, they still Zulus. Yeah, doesn't matter where you go.
The other day you said something about, was it the Queen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in a sense you said something about them moving away from the whole Zulu thing, and then they just went to
Xhosa. Zulus are, but Xhosa. It's a lot, man. I'm like, what the?
You know?
Yeah.
But also, when I look at what they did on the Queen, it's like it's more of a reflection of English. A reflection of South Africa and how South Africa stands in terms of the numerical advantage of Zulu people and Xhosa people, you know. But, you know, in terms of us working together, those two tribes really find it hard to work within themselves, you know. And you're finding that the reason that I'd say now, you know, Pedis are dominating when it comes to politics in Pretoria, you know, is simply because they've found a way to work together, you know. it's not just that, but vendor people also, it's the same thing. They've learned how to work together. They work well together, you know. But I'll be honest when it comes to Xhosa people and Zulu people. In fact, I'll say Xhosa. You should look at our province. They're really not impressive.
The worst.
It's really not impressive.
Really not the worst. And I wonder what happened there. I think I should, again, I need to do some really thorough research there.
Yeah.
Something went wrong because it was really progressive.
Yeah.
Eastern Cape,
Yeah.
at one point, it was really, what was it called? Transkei in that mix or whatever it may
Yeah.
be. But it was really progressive. But anyway, we're still going to go back to what also, anyway, what started happening with the ANC when they started closing the factories and all that. So,
yeah.
That definitely set us back.
A lot.
It just makes me think if they never did that, like, the development that was going to occur at that time. I mean, think about it. There would be no need for us to be filled here. Like, that's the problem now. Now we are, if it's not Joburg, and Joburg is filled with Zulus, so people complain. Now you come to Pretoria, Pretoria is filled with Bedis. It's like, man, like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, do we have to always keep fighting for space? Now, if the next Xhosa guy comes in, instead of balancing, it still does the very same thing. It was going to do the same thing. Yeah, it's time for us to. All of this, it's time for us to eat. This is time for us to eat.
The thing is, they're forgetting that us is us as a nation.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the hypocrisy, right? To say that, you know, like, white people have for the longest time, you know, how can I put it, benefited from the state.
Yeah.
You know? So it's time for us as black people, you know. But you see, the segregation continues because now, you know, let's say, for example, you get a president that comes in is going to say, okay, now Zulus are going to benefit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they benefit, you know. But there's still segregation there because you're undermining, you know, all these other people. You understand? There's also the Khoisan. Why is their language not acknowledged? We have 11 official languages.
And and it doesn't make sense because they've been here. We found them.
We found them here, but yet we exclude them.
Yeah.
You know?
It's insane. But it's all about power. You know, man, you can say whatever you want to say.
Eventually.
It's just about power. Black people have power, so black people can exclude and include. You get what I'm saying? It's
because they are now in charge of the narrative.
Yeah, the narrative.
They now hold power to the narrative.
Like if you add, to add on top of that, think about this. So this is the new series that's out.
Yeah.
Shaka, what? Shaka
Ilembe.
Shaka Ilembe.
Man, I need to watch it today.
Yeah.
Damn, what am I doing today?
Yeah, Shaka Ilembe. Wow. I'll give it that. I mean, wow.
The production.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, man.
Hold up.
Sheesh. No, the production is...
The production, wow.
It's out of this place.
Yeah. But something that people don't notice that Zulu have, that some of the South African other tribes don't have is Zulu know their history. It doesn't begin at slavery. It doesn't start with white people coming.
Yeah.
You understand? So they have, like if you're watching that series, there's no white people there.
Yeah, no.
They have an identity. You get what I'm saying? They know who they are, where they come from. Then you start to get to others. They're not sure where they come from. The only time they start mentioning their tribe is fighting with this white guy. He's fighting with this. Do you understand what I'm saying? It begins there. Like, oh, it's fighting. Like, so the difference between Zulus and the rest of the country
the Zulus have an identity.
They have an identity.
They can trace their history.
They can trace it.
But even then, they trace it to the white man.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. We all trace it to the white man. Yes, theirs is more. How can I say it? It's more prevalent. You know, it's more.
Yeah.
It was actually nurtured and kept. You know, their history. But you know,
but remember, I don't even know. But you're also adding a point that it's only kept in the light of Shaka.
Yeah.
By then, the white people are already here.
Yeah.
I mean, in the very same cities, white people are already here trading.
Yeah. No, I didn't even know that Shaka was how can I put it? Like when white people arrived here,
Shaka wasn't even born.
Wasn't even born. That's crazy.
Yeah. And there was peaceful trading. Peaceful trading. They were trading. Okay, give
so
me
where
this.
does all of this start?
Yeah, where does it
I'm interested
start?
in knowing.
Yeah, I want to know where. That's why people, they don't understand like the complexity of history.
No.
People don't make it's white people, they came, no. Like, it's complex. It's not as simple as the way you just say they came and then they thought about this and then they started doing this. The danger of that, it always, when you explain, when you're trying to make someone look bad at some point, you have to give him absolute power at some point. And that's what black people like doing. Basically, let me say, because I'm black, that's what we like doing.
Yeah.
We're going to give white people absolute power. Why? Because they want to blame them for everything. You can't blame someone for everything without giving them that absolute power.
We say absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah, corrupts. So then when it comes to white people, what is it? Let me make an example of one absolute power, that white people all have one mind. All of them. Doesn't matter who they are, they one. In fact, it's so universal to them that they don't even have to talk about it.
It's just
white
there.
People when it comes to black people, they know that they have to conquer. They work so much together that, listen, we conquer. But when you learn about history, wait a minute, man. No, man. It's always been a certain elite. It's just
it's always been about power.
About power, certain, and you start manipulating the small masses. Like, as they say, history keeps repeating itself. But wait a minute. No, man. It's not as simple as this, what this black guy is saying about white people. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, the more you do that research and then you learn, wait a minute. I'm being brainwashed here and I'm being fooled here. Wait a minute. Okay,
I mean, even today, the ANC still speaks on, what apartheid did to us. I pronounce it apartheid. But
apartheid.
Yeah, they'll be like, but this, this is what white people did to us. They set us back. Like, no, they didn't set you back, man. No, they did not set you back. They just excluded you from participating in the economy. That's it. That's all that they did. They excluded you. They didn't set you back because you had houses, you worked in mines, you had jobs. In fact, right, this is the thing. Right? You were not allowed to not have a job. You were not allowed to not be in school. It was important that you were either at school or at work.
Yeah, it's insane. That's what I'm saying. A certain part of history is distorted every time.
Yeah.
You don't get the full picture of it. And that's why you tend to repeat that history.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting the fullness of it. Like, okay, no, man, things are not as simple as they are. You understand?
Yeah.
Everyone was fighting for territory. You understand? And when it came to black people, they didn't own South Africa, contrary to popular belief. No. They owned certain sections, small portion, and the rest never belonged to anyone. It was a matter of, okay, at this point we can share this place. Okay, when we start reaching, but then obviously when white people clearly had they had a different way of going about it. They extended their territory, as black people did. Extending. So you realize maybe we're not as different. Wait. That's what I'm saying. You start learning, different things.
It's all about power.
Like, wow, man, it's been
but
about power.
even when you watch that series itself, right? You see nations conquering other nations. It was a thing before white people came.
White people just took it to a different scale.
That's it.
It was just a different scale. Which, of course, I can't say they've never done it before. Remember, sometimes people tend to forget how large Greece was at one point. It was an empire. Greece was an empire at one point. Rome was an empire at one point. And people miss that. Like, these things, they used to be empires.
Yeah.
Just like America has that, it's an empire in itself because it has different territories in different places. Fine. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This guy's cutting me out. Sharp.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Don't say, where is this producer? We need to find this guy. Honestly, I'm having a problem with this guy. We need to find him.
I thought you said cut.
Who? The producer?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to find him.
It's fine.
He needs to stop doing this to us, and we'll get to the bottom of this.
It'll be better.